Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Jay Ariez, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video for y'all boys, man. Now look, what I'm finna be doing is I'm finna start something new on the channel. Finna be reacting to my boy WrestleSpot going over 2K22 and saying like, basically, WrestleSpot gonna be going over one final look at 2K22. He gonna have a little 2K22 review. We just gonna watch it and we gonna react to it a little bit, man. I'm excited for 2K23. I wish I could stay home from work and play it, but I'm broke, so it is what it is. So let's react to 2K22, man. One final look. Shout out WrestleSpot.
Was this a good game or not? On March 11th, 2022, the world finally got to play WWE 2K22, and this would be the first time a WWE game would come out in 2.5 years.
This game was ass.
After how everybody felt about WWE 2K20, it was nice to see another game was finally coming back. And with 2K23 coming out, it's time to figure out, was this a good game or not? Was it worth the buy? Now,
So before I fully watch this video, I will say that 2K22 was definitely a W game. However, I think that everybody raved on it because of how much better it was than 2K20. But 2K22 is also a good ass game. But it's just like, I don't know, bro. It's not that hard to me to be better than 2K20. You know what I'm saying? Like, but 2K22, it definitely has room for a lot of improvement that I think they're gonna work on for 2K23. However, it was a good step. It was a good step in the right direction, and it's probably a top 3 WWE game under the 2K banner. As in terms of like the game that 2K actually made, because 2K14 technically wasn't made by 2K because it was still made by THQ. But yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I think, and then I'm going to have a few content creators talk about it themselves. But let's get right into it. Make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, turn that bell notification so you get notified every time I drop a video. And if you're looking to go to a wrestling event, a concert, a football game, the XFL games, whatever, make sure to get your tickets off of SeatGeek and use code WrestleSpot at checkout so you can save $20 off your first purchase.
You got the
But without further
in the
ado, hit
background.
the
That's
intro.
tough. Oh yeah, it's not copyrighted. That's why. That's smart.
First, let me just say, I think WWE 2K22 without a doubt did its job, and that was be better than 2K20. On hindsight, that's not a very tough job to do with what we got out of 2K20.
Then I just say that. See, me and WrestleSpot, we think alike, man. Like I said, it wasn't that much harder to be better than 2K20, and they succeeded at that. So,
but big positive in the game, I had somewhat fun. At least in the beginning, I had a lot of fun. Somewhere around a couple months after the game came out, I kind of like got bored of it after all the DLC was finished rolling out. I really didn't feel a reason to play it that much anymore. But the easiest way to talk about this game is talk about it mode by mode. So
2K22 was fun as hell when it first came out, bro. I'm not gonna cap. Pre-patch 2K22 was the best version of it, bro. Honestly, I think if they only fixed the glitches and didn't try to fix anything else, the game would have been almost perfect. They should have only touched the glitches. They shouldn't have tried to touch the stamina meter. All they had to do was fix the glitches and the reversals, bro. Game would have been straight the whole year.
So let's start with my faction. Talking about my faction first, because that's probably the easiest one to talk about, because I did not play it that much. I've said
my faction was a big L. I'm not even gonna try to excuse them for it. With as good as they are with my team, my faction should have off the rip had online, should have had co-op, my faction. There should have been an auction house, all that. But they didn't announce an auction house this year, but I'm still hoping for it because I'm really banking on that. I'm really trying to go all in my faction, bro. Once they heard online, but we're gonna see.
I said this before in another video, but I do think my faction going online is going to give the mode a lot of replay value now. Because personally, I'm a person that loves Ultimate Team in Madden, my team in NBA 2K. I know people love Ultimate Team in FIFA, and I feel like a big factor is because you can take your team that you build, that you grind for, and you can play online with them. And I think that's what was missing out of WWE 2K22. Maybe a better challenges system. Hopefully, we get more information because the game does come out in, at least when I'm recording this, 12 days. But my faction in WWE 2K22 was an L. All right, so let's talk about my GM. Now, my GM had been out of.
Now, they literally had. I'm not going to give them a pass with that either because even though the SmackDown versus Raw games were old as hell, they literally had the formula and they had a layout for a comp my GM, and they just chose to not do it. They gave us a basic ass my GM. And 2K does this though. They're gonna introduce a lot of new stuff and act like it's groundbreaking and new, when in actuality all they did was just bring something from the past and implement it now. It's just lazy. It's vintage 2K. It's lazy. It's almost laughable at this point, but it's not laughable because ain't shit funny. Fix y'all stuff, 2K.
Of WWE games for 15 years. I think the last one was SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. I was so excited for my GM, but I don't know what it was. I just played it the first couple weeks, and that was about it. I haven't touched that mode since. That's definitely something. I know they're bringing it back, so there's definitely something there that needs to be. I don't want to say like a complete like revamp, but it needs something big. My GM in Wwe 2K22, I'm gonna have to give it an L. So my rise, I mostly enjoyed my rise. I don't have much of the story there anymore, but this one was a big step up because
I do think my rise was fire as hell. Like my rise is fun. That was a W.
remember 16 and 17, maybe 18. The my rise in there was just like finish the story and that was about it. And then it was just week to week, kind of like you're playing universe mode as one superstar the whole time. This one there was a bunch of stories you can get through, and I think my rise was a W. So all right, so a fan favorite, but doesn't really change much. But it's kind of the sandbox mode that lets you run the show. It's universe mode. I feel like there's no such thing as a bad universe mode. I do think it's very limited.
I think as a developer, considering that the player is supposed to be able to make all the options in universe mode, I feel like it's really hard to have an ass universe mode. And the WWE game series hasn't had an ass universe mode since it first got introduced in 2011. However, I don't know. It's like certain stuff like I feel like editing is limited sometimes. Like I should be able to edit a card the day that a match is. Like once I load, even when I load into the pay-per-view, I feel like I should still be able to make changes right there. But it's like I don't know. And sometimes stuff wouldn't save. Like I've cashed in on John Cena, and John Cena appears in next week with the championship. Like I know it's Super Cena, but damn, like what's going on?
You don't get to choose the cutscenes, but they're saying it's going to be much different in 2K23. So I'm gonna be positive on it.
Yeah, they definitely hyping up that universe mode. We gonna see, bro.
This one, I feel like I can't give universe mode an L. There's just I'll let the other creators that I'm gonna talk to get more in depth on that. But for me, the universe mode's a W all the time. I like universe mode. I feel like it has to be really bad for it to be an L. I don't think it was bad. Okay, so showcase mode was not gonna take long at all. I like showcase mode. Rey Mysterio's career was really fun to play through. Excited to see what they do with John Cena's. But yeah, showcase mode was a W. All right.
Showcase mode was a W, but there are also some matches that got missed due to them not being able to put certain wrestlers in the game or whatnot. But a lot of stuff got missed, bro. And not even just with like the copyright. Like they could have had Mania 25. They could have had I don't know, bro. I don't know Rey Mysterio's whole career, but they could have had more of Rey Mysterio.
Right now, the match gameplay itself. Okay, so there's things I love and don't like. I'm not gonna say hate, but I just don't like some of the things. Because I don't like is the stun meter, how fast it can go up sometimes. You open the match and right away, boom.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's a big problem because it was not like that at first. I promise you, the stun meter was not that fast at first. Pre-patch stun meter was, I feel like pre-patch stun meter was the perfect time length. Like, if you get your ass whooped, you deserve to get stun, bro. It's annoying, but it's whatever, bro. It's part of get good at the game. That's the way I feel about it. That's the get good meter, bro. But like after patch, bro, and I know y'all know what patch I'm talking about when I say after patch. That was a patch where everybody was like, yeah, this game, I don't know, bro. That was a patch when they started adding more reversals, bro. Once they started adding more reversals, like they messed other stuff up. The stun meter, bro. I saw a clip. Someone got hit like 3 times and the stun meter popped up. Like, damn, bro. But
the AI is not smartest in the game. Reversal system, I love the reversal system. I love the combo system.
I agree. I do think I don't know. I'm iffy on the combo system, but I'm iffy to a point. I'm not iffy to where I don't want to play that makes me not want to play the game. I'm iffy of where like, oh, there's a sus mechanic, because theoretically, if you playing someone who's halfway decent at the game, bro, they can still never guess what you're gonna put. And there are only 3 options, and they can still never guess what you're gonna put. So you can't really fault the game on that though. But I don't know. I'm iffy on it.
I think the gameplay is really smooth, and I really liked it. And I like that they're not really changing much as far as gameplay wise in 2K23. So I'm gonna have fun with that. I think the gameplay is a W. Now I have some general questions that some content creators are gonna answer. All right, so I have 2 creators here to talk about their experience with 2K22 and what they hope to get out of 2K23 with some of the questions I just asked. So let's start with JC Pentagon.
Shout out JC Pentagon. He young as hell and he be hooping for real. He's tough. Go watch. I watch all his universe videos. His videos be so fire, bro. I'm not gonna cap, bro. He gonna be big. He gonna be a next maker soon. Watch.
What are my general thoughts on WWE 2K22? It wasn't fantastic, it wasn't terrible, but it certainly did its job. And its job was to be better than that dog shit 2K20. I mean, it had its bright spots. The gameplay was a step up for me. My Rise was definitely something. My faction.
My boy, I bet JC did that in one take too. I'm not gonna cap.
Man, I'm not a complainer. I don't nitpick stuff too much. I didn't have nearly as many glitches as I did in 2K20. So overall, was a good buy. Kickstarted my channel as many glitches as I did in 2K20.
Visualization of y'all sleeping on MEP. Yo, shout out the main event, man.
So overall, was a good buy. It kickstarted my channel. I mean, what do I hope to see from 2K23? A little bit more creative freedom. Let me do some weird stuff that I wasn't able to do in 2K22. And just a lot of freedom, really, is what I'm trying to get at here. And a goddamn update to Universe Mode, please. I've been WrestleTalk's #1 miner, JC Pentagon. You can find me every single place on the planet as JC Pentagon.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
WrestleTalk's #1 miner, JC Pentagon. You can find me every single place on the planet as.
Yo. Love you, JC. He funny as hell. Yeah, that's my boy. Shout out JC Pentagon, man. He hilarious, bro. I swear. Main event players going crazy.
JC Pentagon. You're gonna see a lot of 2K23 from me with other people. It's just gonna be a fun year, hopefully, assuming the game doesn't, suck. But I don't think it will. Peace out. I know I did too much, but it's all right.
So shout out to JC Pentagon. Go follow him everywhere. Subscribe to his YouTube. But up next, we got my boy Laugh Not Famous.
Shout out Laugh Not Famous, bro. Laugh Not Famous, funny as hell. Laugh Not Famous. Laugh is one of the first people. It's crazy because Laugh is one of the first people that I saw when I first started using WrestleTalk. And now I'm cool with him, man. Shout out Laugh.
He's going to talk to us a little bit about everything. And I think you're going to like what he has to say.
All right, what's up, everybody? I go by the name of Laugh Not Famous. You can follow me everywhere at Laugh Not Famous. Thank you, WrestleSpot, for allowing me on your channel to talk about WWE 2K22. 2K22 is not a must-buy, okay? It's not something that you need to get. It's something that is nice to have if you want to play a wrestling game. And considering that this is the only mainstream wrestling game that's out right now, it's probably going to be beneficial if you want to play a wrestling game to buy this because it's there, It's a huge improvement from 2K20. I definitely see why they took a year off, skipping 2K21 to put more effort into this game because there's a lot of things that this game does very well, as far as graphics, gameplay improvement, realism as far as how accurate it looks from what you're seeing on TV. But there are certain things like how bare bones GM mode is. Universe mode, you can't do tag team finishers. The game sometimes
yeah, bro. Like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of like little gripes with 2K22 that make it not a perfect game. But I do agree with what Laugh said. When the game first came out, I was fiending for it. But that's just because I fiend for every WWE game. That's just how I am. I'm a fiend no matter what. Whether I think the game gonna be ass, whether I think it's gonna be good. Because realistically, I love wrestling. I'm gonna play a wrestling game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just playing Rumbleverse. I don't play that shit no more, but that's why I was playing Rumbleverse. But I think Last Spit right now, I'm not going to cap.
Is outright crashing if you have too many slots in your deletion utility.
I do remember that. That was a big problem. I never had that problem because I wasn't big on communications at the time, but that was a big problem.
Certain stuff like that make the game not unplayable, but very frustrating to play at times when you're trying to build something. Going back to really GM mode, I think it was nice to have GM mode there. There's certain stuff that they had in the SVR 2007 and 2008 games that just simply weren't in this game.
Wasn't I saying that at the beginning of the video? See, that's why I laughed my girlfriend because we be thinking alike.
Don't know why. And they tried to push it. Oh, we're bringing GM mode back, and it didn't connect the way it was supposed to. And I think that's just an execution of not us, execution on their part. As far as my faction goes, didn't play it. I probably entered my faction probably twice. I think I opened up some packs I got. I pre-ordered the game back when 2K22 first was about to come out. So I think I got some packs just because of that. I opened them. I never did it. I did like probably one match. And I did it like a month ago. Okay, and Madden to my team and Ultimate Team players, I guess it'll be fun to them. But even to them, I've talked to a few people who play those modes, and it's just like they don't care. But
all right, as someone who plays my team, okay, 2K23 is asked to me. So as someone who played my team, my faction was nothing like what I expected. So yeah, nah, I'm gonna laugh on that. I did not care about my faction, bro. An offline only card game mode. Come on. I mean, an offline only card collecting game mode. Come on, yo. What are we talking about? And this is 2K we talking about, bro. 2K doing that. I swear, sometimes you would think that they're two different companies.
But I think the biggest thing I want to see as far as improvements, I'm just a big fan of universe mode, and I really want it to be something that is not egregious in its delivery. I want universe mode to be as good as it can be. And I watched some YouTube video, and one of the developers was saying that they're going to run universe mode the same way they run Ariez as far as cutscenes and stuff goes. So hopefully we get some new stuff. Hopefully we get some stuff that really looks like what we're seeing on TV and open that up and just give us 100% control of what we want to do. It's going to be an amazing game. 2K22 was not a bad game. Okay, it wasn't a bad game in any sense. It definitely was a huge improvement from 2K20, and hopefully we'll get another top 5 game. Honestly, I haven't played a 5-star wrestling game since SVR 2011.
Laugh. 2K14 wasn't 5 stars. Stop talking. Stop. Laugh. Stop it. Stop it. Bro. I'm not even money. We're not about to do this right now.
And that's ridiculous. There's no reason why the last amazing wrestling game I played was when I was 11 years old, and I'm pushing 23 right now. You
old as hell.
So yeah, man, 2K23, I need it to just polish up the things that 2K22 missed out on. That's all they have to do. All the things that you missed out on 2K22, make sure that 2K23 polishes. I don't want to see the same glitches, the same animations, the same cutscenes. I don't want to see any of that. I need it to be a complete revamp from what 2K22 was, because the only way that we're going to get anywhere with these games is with evolution, not by just making a roster update, changing some attires and some entrance musics, and then saying, oh, here, new game. No, there's much more that goes into making a wrestling game, and hopefully they'll be able to deliver.
Once again, huge shout out to JC Pentagon and huge shout out to Loft Not Famous for jumping on the channel to talk about what they thought of WWE 2K22. I also want to know what y'all think of the game, so make sure to comment what y'all thought of it, answer those questions. What do y'all expect out of WWE 2K23? I think it should be a fun year, especially content-wise. Just stay tuned. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn that bell notification so you get notified every time I drop a video. But yeah, this was the WWE 2K22 year in review. Stay tuned. Like I just said, there's going to be a lot of 2K23 stuff on the channel. Also, tune into the podcast. We're live every Sunday, and they're really fun and interactive, and we love talking to y'all. So without further ado, thank you for watching. Be safe.
All right, man. So I think that was a W video. Here's what I'll say. I'm excited for 2K23, and I think it's going to be a good game. They're hyping it up a little bit. I think it's going to be a decent game. And shout out Shout out WrestleSpot, shout out JC Pentagon, shout out Laugh Not Famous, man. That was a very informative, very good video. Ran down 2K22, and if I had to add a little bit input, I mean, shit, they said it already. It was a good ass game. It could have been better. And that's all I really got to say about it, man. Y'all boys stay safe. I can't wait to see y'all when 2K23 come out.